My dear friends, masters and gods, a very good evening to you all. Mahavatar TV warmly welcomes you to the 21 days free holistic wellness program, batch 24, day 2. So before commencing session, I would like to say pranams to you all on our Guruji Ranganath sir, our Grandmaster Mahachi Patriji, our great Grandmaster Mahavatar Babaji, to all the great Grandmasters and to the viewers. Today is Saturday, so we'll be doing meditation first, masters. Let's sit in a comfortable position. Remove your spectacles if you are wearing any. Drink a glass of water before you start meditating. Keep another glass ready so that you can have after meditation. If you are sitting on the chair, just cross your legs. Keep your back straight and relaxed. Keep your chin parallel to the floor. Clasp your hands like this. Make it open to the sky. And just rest them on your thighs. Close your eyes gently, masters. Just focus on your breath. Simply observe the natural rhythm of your breath. Inhale and exhale. Observe your breath at the tip of your nose. Get any thoughts, feelings, or sensations? Just not them. Just observe them slowly. Avoid them. Cut them. for many masters. Bring attention back to the body consciousness. 'Feel the breath coming in and going out. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3. Gently rub your hands together, generating warmth and energy. When you are ready, place your palms over your eyes. Feel the soothing pressure. Feel the energy. For 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3. Let your palms. Open your eyes faster. Again, all over your head. You have completed wonderful meditation, master. Only Patsar will speak on a topic. Be a master by Brahmarshi Patriji. Over to you, sir.
Good evening, friends, masters, gods. Before I start my topic, I tell my pranams to Ascended Master Mahavatar Babaji, my pranams to Great Grandmaster Brahma Rishi Pidamaga Dr. Batriji Sir, my pranams to Great Grandmaster Mahavatar Foundation founder Guruji Thiru Dr. Ranganathan Sir, my pranams to all masters, friends, my pranams to the universe. Friends, today is a Saturday, 13/9/2025. Today the event is special program. So on this day, I want to speak about the qualities of a master. The topic is be a master. This is a topic written by our Pidamaga Brahma Rishi Dr. Batriji sir. Based on SAR's notes, I'm going to discuss and speak a few chapters on this. That is, be a master. What are the qualities of a master to become a master? First thing, we have to know our true self. A master should know our true self. And a master should be a happy master. For that, we have to meditate. Then we have to to be a master, we have to mastery the anapanasati meditation. We have to become mastery of the anapani by mastering regular and steadfast meditations. Then for to be a master, we have to be in a higher consciousness, higher dimensional words, so that we get a oneness with our everybody, and everybody can be one with the master. Then so this much I want to share and in detail. Now I will proceed with my topics. Knowing our true self. First, I will tell about our Brahma Rishi Batriji words. Only through meditation, only through enlightenment, only through hearing others' life experiences do we come to know of our own true self, our universal self, cosmic self, that is becoming a master. So we have to learn to know our true self. We are all born as human beings. We are born as normal and average human beings, but we have to grow to become perfect human beings. How can we become perfect enough to satisfy our needs and desires? That is physical, mental, emotional, and intellectual. In short, how we can achieve total success in this society, how we can achieve total success in this world. So, thousands of people are living without knowing what life truly is. Millions of people are sick, unhealthy, and full of emotional tensions and saddled with unharmonious interpersonal relationships. It is often the case that many people invariably lead dejected lives. They are not happy with their achievements. Their needs and desires remain unfulfilled. Many even lose all hope. There are many suicides, and a vast number of people live depressed and totally boring lives, impatiently waiting for the end and for death to embrace them. All the technology in the world is not making man happy. Why is all this happening? It is because man does not study himself, and we lead our lives studying everything other than our own selves. That is our own true selves. So, our first and foremost duty should be to study ourselves and seek answers to the following questions to become a master. Question number one is, who are we? Then, number two is, where do we come from? Number three is, what exactly is birth? We have to know. Number four, what exactly is death? What exactly is life? What exactly is the source of human misery? Number seven is, what is the permanent remedy for all miseries? And number eight is misery self-inflicted or decreed by God? The above are fundamental questions which all have to learn to put to themselves. When we put the right questions to ourselves, we will find all the answers. Without asking ourselves the right question, we can't get the relevant and right answers. Without even trying to look at the sun, how can we see it? So, to see the sun, first we have to look at the sun. Unless a person is interested in finding out the truth about human existence, about the facts that govern human existence, about human relationships or human formations, he is going to drift through his life aimlessly. He is going to grow up without knowing what it actually means to grow up. He will go through samsara without knowing what the real value of samsara is. And he will die without knowing what death is. So he will wait for death without knowing what it means to wait for death. He will reap failures after failures in his personal life without ever knowing the causes. He will be unhealthy and sick without knowing why he is unhealthy and sick. He will continue to go to doctors, hospitalize himself, and undergo surgeries without even knowing why all of this is happening. He will visit temples without knowing why he is going there. He does pranams to his gurus without knowing why he needs to do it. A normal, average person who does not ask these basic questions is oblivious to all these things. If others have done undergraduation, he wants to go and do post-graduation. If somebody has built one house, he would like to build two houses. That's how it goes nowadays. He doesn't do things because he wants to. He does things because others have done them and we want to duplicate them or perhaps even do better. That is copying others. So the normal person goes blindly to a Raman temple. He does not contemplate on what Rama achieved or how he became a god. Similarly, when he goes to Krishna temple, he doesn't bother to think about Krishna's teaching. He does not think twice about Krishna's life. When he goes to a church, he doles out his petitions mechanically. He never contemplates, even for a moment, about Jesus Christ or his teachings. When he goes to a Buddhist temple, he doesn't bother to think about the Buddha's teachings. This is a state of a perfectly ignorant modern man. So, without understanding Jesus Christ, we have gone to churches. Without knowing temples, we are gone without understanding anything at all. So an ordinary mind needs the enlightenment. So for that first step, We have to know our true self to become a master. Next, an happy master. See, the significance of the theme of the mastery of spiritual knowledge, spiritual wisdom, enlightenment, meditation, other words, reincarnation, and the law of causation and effect are all required to be known. Significance of themes like we create our own reality. There is no injustice whatsoever, and there is no partial God over there. So the purpose of each and every person born in on this earth is to reward himself or herself with the highest possible amount of enjoyment, entertainment, and enlightenment. Everyone should experience non-stop enjoyment and complete enlightenment. So even if you are more sinful than most sinful one, all that sin is washed off by one draft of spiritual knowledge. That's what Sri Krishna has told in a beautiful slogan. So regardless of whether we are an engineer or a legislator or businessman or a teacher or a student or a clerk or a bus driver or a housewife, we will be happy in our respective positions only if we are a spiritual master. So, for example, Buddha was a master of the masters. So were Jesus, Socrates, Muhammad, Guru Nanak, Raghavendra Swami, Kabir, Veera Paramendra Swami, Ramana, Ramana Maharshi, Ledbetter, Annie Besant, etc. All of them were grandmasters. And what has been the single message of the whole of mankind? That is, be a master, is their messages. So one cannot become a master until one aims to become a master. So we should aim to become a master. This is the first step our Brahmarishi Bhattacharya sir has told. So we will not begin to practice music unless we aim to become a musician. So it is similarly that if you want to become a master, we should aim to become a master. So mastery can be achieved easily when we begin our quest quite early in life. As we become older and older, it becomes so much more difficult to bend our knees and to bend our minds to which are not flexible. So as soon as a person begins to find out about the concept of mastery, he or she should begin the practice of meditation and the spirituality in earnest to become a master. So we are all born with a different life designs suitable to our own specific level of soul consciousness. Some people are designed to start meditation only at the age of 60. That's what happened to me also. So they do take it as a challenge and do achieve it. Some people are born in rural areas and grow without much formal education, but they are designed to find out about spiritual mastery, and they do transform themselves overnight. The famous Mummudivaram Sri Balayogi Swami Garu was born in a rural area in the East Godavari district of Andhra Pradesh, which I visited during February 2025. So when Mummudivaram Balayogi he watched the movie Patanna, the great poet and master, he instantly became a master. Some others learn about mastery early in their childhood and achieve it. One example is Prahalada. The moment he heard sage Narada's word, he became a master. Mummudivaram Sri Balayogi Gar, he lived doing meditations for long years, more than 37 years, like so, even taking any food or water. He lived only by breath, by his breath. Breath was his food. So all of us make the excellent plans for ourselves before birth, but few of us live up to our own designs. We languish, trip over, and hesitate to take steps, although we hear the theme be a master innumerable times. We should follow upon the theme. So we can all become like Jesus Christ. We all can become like Muhammad. Each of one of us can become like a Buddha or Socrates or Ramana Maharshi. How we can do that? We have to meditate. We have to calm our unruly minds. This is the number 2 sir told by Brahma Rishi Bhatriji sir. Next is inner senses meditation. That is, we have to master the meditation. Meditation is simply calming our unruly minds, activating our inner senses and exploring our own greater reality. Our reality has two aspects, the known smaller reality and the unknown greater reality. The known smaller reality is like the point of a pin, and the unknown greater reality is like a big mountain. Each reality is one side of our brain. Generally, we delude ourselves in judging ourselves as incompetent, and we dwell in great spiritual ignorance. We think we are incapable of doing great things, and we underestimate our inherent potential. Actually, we are mountains. Our own invisible greater reality is as big as a mountain. We realize this truth only when we become meditators. We have to become the masters of our minds. We must have the ability to calm our minds whenever we wish to do so. When our minds become still, our inner senses get activated and they begin to throw light on our own invisible greater reality. At that moment, we understand the grand structure of the cosmos and the structure of our own greater personality. Then the small personality self dies only through meditation, enlightenment, and listening to other spiritual experiences. That is Sajjana Sangatya. We find out about our own true self, our universal self, and are the cosmic self. So when we know about our cosmic self, we begin to truly understand that we are everybody and everybody is us. There is no separation and there is no difference. We exist everywhere as everything and as everybody. That is the oneness. In order to achieve this spiritual state of affairs, we have to set aside 1 hour per day for meditation, 1 hour for reading the right spiritual books, and 1 hour for spending time with co-meditators, co-seekers, and co-masters. That is Sajjana Sangatya. This is a continuous and ongoing process. The reading books is called Swadhyaya. This process of becoming a master begins but never ends. Our goal should never be to become devotee of anybody. We should aim to become masters of ourselves. That is the real goal. People who have set their goal to become a master must totally stop speaking purposelessly and unnecessarily. That is, we should avoid and loose talks. So they must totally stopping listening to ignorant people's meaningless conversations. Aspirant of mastery should learn to open the mouth only when it becomes absolutely necessary. Only when it is absolutely necessary must lend their ears to others. We have to hear only when required. We need not hear all the things. And they should cease to worry about all the sundry and unimportant issues. Small things we should not worry. So we should see everything in a big manner. Unless we become conscious of these new habits and implement them impeccably, it will be quite hard to train ourselves to become as masters. If we are conscious and very aware of these things, it will be easy to become masters. So mastery becomes quite easy for a regular and steadfast sadhaka. Mastery is absolutely out of question for a lazy dabbler. So regular practice of anasati meditation and being always conscious of the goal will make everything happen and will become a good master. Will become a master. Next, I will speak of the joy celebration. How should be a master to engage himself in joy celebrations? So once we become master by meditating anapanasati meditation for 1 hour a day and reading books, spiritual books, that is Swadhyaya for 1 hour a day, and discussing with friends and other spiritual masters 1 hour a day, that is the Sajjana Sangatya. We become a master, life becomes a continuous joy and continuous celebration. All ill health disappears. Our health becomes more strong. We become natural leaders of the people around. We become friends to everybody. So we become naturally efficient in whatever task we take up. We achieve successes in whatever field we choose. If we take up music, we will be wonderful musicians. That is a success. If we take up painting, we will be like a Da Vinci, good painter. If we take up cricket, we will be like Sachin Tendulkar, a good cricketer. So everybody must read Buddha's teachings also. The wonderful Four Noble Truths, the Middle Path, and the Eightfold Path topics. So everybody should read the New Testament of Jesus Christ and the Bhagavad Gita. So we have to constantly encourage children to meditate, to become masters. Children can become meditators right from the age of 5. They can start their meditation process at the age of 5. And we should never consider children as mere children. The souls of children have taken many births before their current life. Thus, nobody is merely a child. An advanced soul could be in child's body. We have to treat all children like masters. We have to talk to them about ultimate mastery. We have to talk to old people about mastery. Nothing is impossible for a man. Childhood, old age, and lack of education are never barriers for a person to develop themselves. We should advise everyone to stop ingesting animal food. We should be a vegetarian. We should request everyone to read the books of great masters like Osho, Richard Bach, Annie Besant, Ledbetter, Yogananda Paramahamsa, Swami Rama. So we must always strive to live in the moment. We must never think too much about the past or the future. Whatever is meant for us, will naturally come to us. The universe will give everything to us. So let's not worry too much about the future. We should live in the present moment grandly, in a great manner. A real spiritual family is one where everyone is in the family is a master. Once we become a master, we end the chain of births and deaths. So we may, however, take birth occasionally just to teach others or to be an example for others after our particular reincarnation and educational course on the earth is over. So when we become a master, we get promoted to higher dimensional worlds. There we begin to create our own and ourselves. We may even create new worlds, new planets, and new galaxies depending on our personal energy. So as Adi Sankaracharya told, everyone has to face the consequence of rebirth. The two routes are crystal clear. One can either postpone spirituality and come back again and again. The other option being that one can take up practicing spirituality in all earnestness and convert one's current lifetime as one final lifetime. The choice is simple. There is no ambiguity. If we choose to be a devotee, we still have come back to three-dimensional physical plane again and again. However, if we choose to practice mastery, if we are a good master following all the spiritual procedures, this will be our final physical birth. The two paths are very crystal clear. We have to choose. So a master is such a pleasure to look at, to listen to, and to be with. A master is in oneness with everybody, and everybody can be one with the master. So this much I want to share what are the qualities of a master, and finally I will also add meditations means taking control of the unruly mind. It means becoming the master of the conscious mind. In meditation, there are three essential phases: anapanasati, kayanupasana, vipassana. Anapanasati means being with the normal, natural, simple, soft, tender, tranquil, and peaceful breath. Kayanupasana, it's paying a little attention to watching the movements of the energy fields experienced in the etheric body, which happens as a result of practicing Anapanasati. Vipassana is paying great attention to the third eye experiences when that specific activity begins as a result of more dedicated Anapanasati practice. Next stage is enlightenment. As we continue the practice of Anapanasati meditation, we enter into the phase of Vipassana, and we begin to understand that we are essentially a soul. This is called enlightenment. As our enlightenment increases, the mastery over our unruly mind increases. We then become candidates for acquiring the right intellect for use in the day-to-day samsaric world. So, and the third stage is awareness. Only enlightened people are perfectly aware in every given moment and in every given situation. Awareness means, so first stage is anapanasati meditation, and three stages of meditation I told, and then the second stage is enlightenment. The third stage is awareness. Only enlightened people are perfectly aware in every moment and in every given situation. Awareness means always being in the here and now. To become a completely aware person's intense companionships with other masters becomes crucial. A perfect master is a paragon of awareness. So awareness has two essential aspects: living in the moment time, living in the eternity time. Awareness means dedicating ourselves totally to the work on hand at any given moment. Awareness means being totally alive in the current situation. Awareness means flowing happily with the natural emotions in any given moment. Awareness also means living in the concept of eternity. There is a past, there is a present, and there is a future. However, these are not distinct and separate compartments. They are merely aspects of one continuous existence. Wisdom demands that we take into consideration the immediate past and the immediate future for deciding the most appropriate action or reaction in any given present. Wisdom also demands that we take into consideration and begin to understand that we are essentially a third eye. So we must understand that we are an eternal soul. The end result of the meditation is enlightenment. The result of enlightenment is awareness, and the end result of awareness is life zest. At this final stage, every given moment will be enjoyed. Every given situation will be savored. Life becomes absolutely dynamic. Life becomes absolutely miraculous. Every thought acquires power. As soon as a thought is created, it begins to manifest itself without any distortions. Every word uttered becomes a sacred word. Every action becomes a piece of art of the great grace. So life just has two essential aspects: giving and accepting. More life just means more compassion. That means more and more of giving. Continuous and unconditional giving becomes a natural habit. More life just also becomes more and more acceptance of everything. Continuous acceptance also becomes a natural habit. There will be a graceful living and graceful accepting all the time and in all situations. So a spiritually dynamic and spiritually vibrant life is one wherein the quantity of both the givings and receivings is quite high. So as our Brahma Rishi Bhatriji are told, for be a master, we have to know our true self, and for to be a happy master, we have to meditate, we have to calm our unruly minds, and to increase the innocence of meditations, we have to master the meditations, do regularly the meditation. Then we have to follow the anapanasati meditation for to make our life a celebration. We have to master the meditation by doing meditation regularly, by which we achieve the oneness with everybody, and everybody can be one with the master. And to enjoy the spiritual journey, we have to practice the good giving and good accepting, and as by achieving the first step of good meditation, then we have to go to the enlightenment stage, and lastly the awareness stage, the third stage. And we have to follow the entire life, the spiritual life, dynamic spiritual life, with these above aspects, as our respected great grandmaster Brahma Rishi Vidamaga Dr. Bhatriji are told. So by following this, we will become a master. These are the qualities of the master which I want to explain with our friends today. Though I went to Chennai for some treatments and other works, I was able to come a bit late. But however, I am blessed to share these few words along with our friends and masters today evening. I thank Ascended Master Mahavatar Babaji. I thank great Grand Master Vedamaga Brahma Rishi Dr. Batriji sir. I thank great Grand Master Mahavatar Foundation founder Guruji Dr. Ranganathan sir. I thank all masters who have participated today in this program. I thank the universe, and I thank Master Logesh Shah for giving me this opportunity. I thank everyone for your kind attention. So thank you, sir. I have ended, sir. Thanks, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. The wonderful session, sir. It's really great. It's the first thing to be how to be a master. Excellent words from master.
And
Thank you, sir. And this, let's thank Universe Mahavatar Foundation for giving us this platform to learn from many masters. Let's thank all the masters for our organization. There will be no World Wellness meditation tomorrow. So, sorry, engaged with the